All right, welcome back. We've since been joined by Tony Nnadi, who is the Secretary General of the Lower Niger Congress, to continue this discussion on the restructuring of the Constitution. And of course, we're talking about that effort by the National Assembly now to amend the Constitution to allow governors, to decentralize the police now and allow governors to issue orders to the police. And of course, I still have Libra Soshoma here. So Nnadi, let me start with you on this issue of the restructuring of the Constitution. Of course, we've seen Atiku Abubakar lately coming out in support of the restructuring of the country and all of that. At the moment, we have a constitution amendment process going on in the National Assembly. How is that fundamentally different from what people like you are pushing for?
Like a building that has a foundational flaw. The building is cracked at foundation, is bent over. It just progressively gets into where it will collapse and kill many people.
You can't fix the foundation.
All of what they are doing in the National Assembly is like changing the ceiling, dressing the window, and the building will come down. And it is worse when the people who are the building was already coming down by itself. You now have people who are actively pursuing the collapsing of that building, and I'm one of those. And all of those who are calling for restructuring are actively pursuing the removal of the structure that occupies the Nigeria that is defined by 1999 Constitution is a suzerainty that is suppressing the sovereignties that the British had locked in here since 1914.
But there's something, very quickly, there's something I want you to get straight, that in this call for restructuring, we're having, the views are not the same. So some people, to them, when they say restructuring, what they actually
mean... Can I give you a definition?
No, just hold on now. When they say restructuring, what they actually mean is fiscal federalism, for instance, change certain part of the Constitution, for instance, so as to, for instance, devolve powers to for instance, local government, change certain aspects.
Your question is already wrong. Change parts of the Constitution, and I ask which Constitution, because no one alphabet is going to be taken from this document.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what some people actually mean by restructuring.
They're ignorant. They're ignorant. And why I say so is that restructuring is, that's also stated by the analogy with a building that is foundationally flawed, and that will go down by itself whether anybody except
Can't
people
you
take
fix
it down.
that foundation without pulling down the building?
No.
You just need to pull down the building.
What happened was a situation in which we agreed on the structure we wanted in place. In 1966, some fellows turned it all up. By the time they toppled the 5 constitutions that defined the federation of a federation is a union of constitutions, like different countries that will have to cooperate. Germany, France, Portugal during European Union. That was the kind of constitution that Western region, Eastern region, Northern region used to go into.